So there's one thing to kind of intellectually realize that there's no entity like self, thing like self. It's one thing to kind of intellectually get that, and that can have its benefits, but it's something else to really have a shift in perception or a felt shift of that, like to truly realize it. So that's the aim. The aim is for the participants to have not just an intellectual understanding that there's no such thing as a self, but to groke it, as they say, to actually have that felt shift and sense in and shift in perception. So I see clients for a living, that's my context. And when people come in, they might say, I struggle with, I'm depressed or I'm anxious or I'm insecure or I have these and these issues. And if you listen to that, you begin to see that the red thread or the common denominator here is the self. Like all of these or most of these thoughts and feelings seem to imply a permanent, stable self that they take themselves to be. So it makes sense then to not just focus on like the content of thinking and feeling, but to really explore, well, what is the nature of this self or I that I take myself to be? And I think that the main reason why we suffer, many of us suffer so much with thoughts and feelings is because it either looks as if we are these thoughts and feelings, like the thought comes up and says, I'm an anxious person. And it doesn't look like a thought, it just looks like who I am and reality. Or it seems as if I am the author behind these thoughts and feelings. Like I'm thinking them, I'm feeling this. And as a result of that, something's wrong or deficient with me that needs to be. And there's something about pulling the rug from that or seeing the illusory nature of that, which doesn't make it so that thoughts and feelings disappear or that you can't ever get caught up in it, but it's less likely to look as real and look as personal. So there's some huge psychological benefits often in that. That's one. And the other one is just, I mean, for people who value truth as a value in and of itself, there's something about just exploring subjective experience and discovering not the truth with a capital T, but just discovering that a lot of what looks like who we are in reality actually doesn't quite work that way. To get a, I'm not saying truth with a capital T, but to get a more accurate or approximately more true idea of what might be going on.